Hello, everybody! Thank you so much, everybody who's already here, and Casual Corn, thank you so much for the follow before the stream even started. I appreciate that a ton, thank you! So, this is like my first kind of proper stream, and my first stream in like, just in general in quite a while, so I'm gonna just do a little quick introduction of myself. Oh, I am so sorry about the emote thing being cutting you off, Corn. I'm so sorry about that. I do need to edit the bot's settings. It killed Freyja earlier. It was so funny. So be careful with your your emotes and your caps. I need to go into the bot. I didn't think that it would be that sensitive. I was just like, yeah, default settings will be fine, right? But anyways, so sorry about that. I'll fix that for next stream, but we'll bear with it for now. But hey, I'm Aqua. I'm Aqua Sereni. I'm like an upcoming ENV tuber, just a PNG tuber for now. I have this lovely art done by Palm Lappin on Twitter. She's super awesome. She also did like the art on my starting soon screen. And she's done a lot of art for both me and Frey. She's really, really good. Oh, is it? Yes, it sure is. Let me turn that down. That should be better. There we go. That. Let me know if it's still too loud, but that should be a lot better. Thank you. But yeah, I'm here. Hello, Kaya. And I'm here just to kind of start streaming. I really like, you know, RPGs and story-heavy games. You know, just anything with a lot of character, a lot of story. I like anything with handsome anime boys. That is super up my alley. I love to simp. You know how it is. Hello, Baha! Thank you for coming! But yeah, I just want to come in, have a good time, get to talk about stories and characters with, you know, my viewers and my friends, and just enjoy playing games, get through some of my backlog, replay some of my favorites. Yeah, the plot definitely refers to 2D boys. You know, 2D boys and their handsome, kissable faces. It's very important. But yes, today I am here with my friend Freyja! Freyja Rabbit! She is joining me today.
No. Freyja! Hello everybody! This whole time I was sitting here like, when can I start making fun of Aqua?
Is that why you suggested this? Is that why you said let's stream together?
No!
I don't believe you.
2D boys is just so great.
Listen, my taste is perfect.
Okay, yeah, it's pretty perfect.
Alright, so in terms of spookiness, don't expect anything like jump scares. It's really more, like it's a visual novel, so it's more of a spooky atmosphere. You know, Freyja, do you want to continue introducing yourself, and then we'll get into a little bit more of like what people can expect from the game and what kind of the tone is? Alright,
Sure.
take it away.
Thank you. So, yes, I think many of you know, but I am Freyja Rabbit from the Forest District of Prismaria, and Aqua and I have been friends for quite a long time, and she's the one who got me into this series, so I'm really excited to share it with everyone. But, yeah. Oh, goodbye, Corn. Thank you so much for showing up.
Yes, thank you for coming. That is so understandable. Spooky
Yeah,
things
yeah.
ain't for everybody.
Nope.
No. Gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, yeah, so The House in Fata Morgana is like, it's a gothic romance visual novel set in a spooky cursed mansion, and it's about like what happens to all the people who have lived there over like all of the different years that this mansion has existed. And basically like, because, you know, it's like gothic and it's about a curse, like obviously bad things happen in this visual novel, like, you know, it's not like super explicit, like not a ton of stuff is like shown on screen, you know, but you know, like sometimes it gets a little spooky, atmospheric, you know, and it does get into some like darker, kind of more serious content, and I really fully believe all that content is handled really well. It's not just there for shock value. You know, it's really about how the characters deal with the things that happen to them and like what made these things happen to them and like kind of, you know, what in their life and society kind of led to all of these bad things. But, you know, it's still like worth knowing about it. So we have a handy little command in the bot. If you type like !Fata Moru, then you will get a link to the nice official little content advisory that the translators themselves made. So that is a nice thing to review if you're like, if you have any specific triggers or things you're worried about popping up. You know, and you can always feel free to like ask in the chat or like, you know, on Twitter or anything if there's anything in particular you're worried about. We're happy to fill in people and kind of keep you aware if that's something you're worried about. Oh, Corn's ready to outdo you, Freyja.
Don't worry, Corn, you'll be fine. Okay, I will say the second story kind of scared me, but for the rest of the part, like, it's fine. You'll be fine. It's not so scary that you'll have to leave.
Yeah, like, don't
you.
expect anything to jump out on screen at you, or like,
Yeah.
you know, just like, you know, not a ton of big monsters or anything like that, or like, you know, you won't be seeing like blood and guts on screen or anything. But it's more like, you know, the atmosphere and just the fact that like all these characters are like going through a lot. Oh, thank you so much, Corn. That's so nice to hear. Yeah. Well, you're gonna get to hear a lot of it because Freyja and I are gonna be reading and doing character voices. And eventually you'll get to hear me attempt a very terrible Italian accent. That's gonna be fun.
I cannot wait.
Freyja's heard it. She knows how bad it is.
Oh, good.
Alrighty then. But yeah, we can probably move on to gaming and get started.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah. And over here now, we have a little friend with us. This is my co-streamer. He's doing a nice little dance for us.
I love him.
He's a perfect boy.
He is perfect.
Alrighty.
I still like the shoe in the corner. Nellie's shoe.
I know, like I couldn't get her shoe out, but that's fine. It's such a pretty background.
It is.
Alrighty. So should we hop right in? Should we enter the mansion?
Let's do it.
Alright, let's start from the beginning.
How's the audio levels, everybody?
Yes, let us know. I know this part's a little bit quiet, so it might be harder to tell, but if anything's too quiet or too loud, just let us know, like, and I'll jump right over to fix it.
Including me. If I'm too loud or too quiet, let me know.
Yeah, we ran some tests, but you never know how it's gonna be until you actually get into stream.
Exactly.
Right, there is a house. That sits beyond dark, dense woods. Like the world fading into view after a dream. That old mansion appears before you. Yeah, it's Gralhatia from Final Fantasy XIV. He's my husband.
Very
Without
good.
realizing it. He's an extremely good boy. I'm in love with him. You instinctively accept as truth the events unfolding before you. The house lives in perpetuity, an amalgam of myriad fates and generations. No one knows who first said. That the mansion was cursed. Yeah, Yeah, the music in this game is so pretty.
It is.
It's one of the things that really drew me into it right away the first time I played. It's like, it's just very unique.
Mm-hmm.
I believe most of the songs are in like a made-up language, but it's like based a lot off of, I think, like ancient Portuguese, I believe.
Oh, that's an interesting choice.
Yeah, it is a really interesting choice.
Normally it's like, I don't know, Latin or like a mix of Japanese and some other language.
Yeah,
So that's interesting.
It's very interesting. And the vocalist is amazing. She does such a good job.
She does. All the cars.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like right by a road. If anything gets too loud, I can always get up real quick and close it. Oh, our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Have mercy on me, O Father. And cast their souls into eternal damnation.
I love it.
A little cheer for that. For eternal damnation.
Dun dun dun.
Alright, Freyja's gonna add her own sound effects, I guess.
Yes.
I'll really add to the experience, I think.
That's the atmosphere.
Yeah, it's perfect. You're doing a great job. Please add as many as you want.
Thank you, I will.
I was looking down upon a corpse. My own corpse. I was afflicted with great despair at the sight of it being dragged to the place of my crucifixion. My soul crumbled, and I was wholly extinguished. Indeed, I did once lose everything. However, as I faded into darkness everlasting, I heard a voice calling out to me, and so I vowed once more that no matter how long it may take, how great the obstacles that stand in my way, or what form you may assume, I shall come back for you, that I must return to that house. So I ask of you, please wait until this mutilated body arrives there once more.
I love this so much. I'm sorry. I'm just remembering how good the writing is in this game. I'm so excited for this.
Just like the writing is so good, and the translators did a really good job of just making it flow so well in English still, because I know that can be so hard to do.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of translators talk about how that's difficult, so when I see like a really good translation, I always get so impressed. Alright, your consciousness, wavering like a ship at sea, was slowly drawn back to the surface.
Sure.
With each new breath, feeling gradually return to your fingers.
Master.
You could hear the pattering of rain from somewhere.
Master?
And the sound of a crackling fire.
Wake up, Master.
Creak, creak, creak.
Wake up.
When you came to, you were rocking back and forth in a rocking chair. The room was dimly lit. Aside from the flickering of the fireplace, there was no other illumination. No light shone through the closed windows. There was only the pitter-patter of rain on the glass. It was as though the whole mansion had been enveloped in darkness.
Oh, splendid. You have finally awoken.
Someone called out to you. You were about to search the room, but that turned out to be unnecessary. The source of the voice was crouching beside the chair, looking up at you with emerald eyes.
Good morning, Master.
What do we say? Do we talk to her?
Let's do it.
Okay, we're gonna talk to this lady. Good morning. Ohio.
Ohio! What is the matter? Are you still waking up? You seem rather drowsy. Come now, you must gather yourself. Though I am glad to hear your voice. I've simply been waiting so long for this moment. Tending to the mansion all by my lonesome, ensuring it was ready for your return, whenever that time may be. When I caught sight of you through the window, my heart fluttered. The time had finally arrived.
You were perplexed. This woman who looked like a maid seemed to know you, but you had no memory of her.
What kind of herbal tea would you like to start your day with? I have some wonderful chamomile leaves if you would like. Or perhaps your tastes have changed since we met. Tell me, Master, what would you like? I beg your pardon. I allowed myself to get too excited. But I hope you will be sympathetic, Master. I am just utterly elated that I could see you again.
The woman appeared to be genuinely delighted that you had awoken, but she seemed to lack the energy typical of her age. Or perhaps life was a more appropriate word than energy. But the gloom extended beyond the maid. It seemed to encompass the entire mansion. The plaster walls illuminated by the fireplace and the rose engravings in the ebony pillars felt vaguely familiar, but a crushing sense of claustrophobia overpowered that familiarity. It seemed as though the house wasn't interested in accepting you just yet.
Sorry, I realized that I had not deleted my save files, so I have extra dialogue than
Oh!
you. Like, oh no! Like, this won't be a problem, right? Like, oh no.
Oh yeah, I
Especially
forgot
this
about the
beginning
new game
part.
plus.
Yeah. Oh
Ah,
my. Do you not know who I am? Oh. Do you not know who you are either? That is quite the predicament. If you cannot remember who you are, then who am I to serve?
the woman's face was pale, almost as though she... A faint chill ran down your spine.
Clicking through.
I forgot how much extra dialogue there is on a replay.
Right? It's nice. You are the master of this house. Though it would seem you have no memories of such. Quite the dilemma. And if know not who you are, then you are no different than a stranger to me, no? Indeed, you have returned. But from where? That I cannot say. Then how about this? I am a servant of this mansion, and as such, I am familiar with the many incidents that have taken place here. I shall show you the history of this house, Master. That will surely allow you to recall who you are.
The freshly awakened gears in your head began to turn as you mulled things over. The maid had called you the master of this house, but without a single mirror in the room, you had no way of seeing what you looked like. Unable to decide, you reflexively nodded.
Let us be off then, and fear not. I merely entreat you not to let go of my hand. Should you hold it tightly, you need not worry about being washed away by the waves of history. No matter what happens, you mustn't let go of my hand.
Your hand in hers, you followed the maid's lead through the hall. The air within the mansion was oppressive, as though a black miasma hovered within. The house was bleak and barren, hardly a trace of color to be found. You came across an open window. Beyond it lay nothing but darkness. Neither sunlight nor moonlight could be seen. There were no chirping birds, no rustling grass, no signs of life at all. Everything that would normally give color to the world had vanished entirely. The only other presence was that of the maid. Following her lead, you proceeded through the mansion. After some time, you arrived at a double door, the glass within shattered. The door, once pure white, had long since faded into a dull gray. It appeared to lead to the back garden. You could hear children laughing on the other side.
Though it is in the state you see now, A beautiful, beautiful garden once lay beyond these doors. The owner of the time enjoyed gathering rare species of roses from all across the world. At its grandest, it seemed every flower was in constant competition for the most majestic bloom. Would you like to see this wonderful era of splendor and prosperity? I very much hope it is to your liking, Master.
The maid opened the doors to the back garden. A sudden gust of wind brushed across your face, forcing you to close your eyes as you followed the maid out the doors. When you next opened your eyes, the world was no longer blanketed in shadows.
First door.
Yeah. $1603.
Mansion had an alluring air of beauty about it in that era. It was almost like something out of a fairy tale.
Mine's still catching up 1 second.
Oh!
It probably didn't tell you how to open the menu.
No.
Alright.
There we go. Okay.
Okay.
Should I read it again?
I already clicked ahead. You go ahead.
Alright. This period of history could perhaps be described as a symphony of destruction, as cumbersome principles of old came crashing down. Freed from the day-to-day oppression of these oh my goodness, antiquated antiquated?
Take your time.
Words are really hard. I don't know if anybody knows that, but words are hard.
Talking hard.
Yeah. And people seem to hark back to the more poetic, expressive ways of old. They took these newly blossoming emotions in hand, and with them they wrote literature, painted portraits, composed theater, and found love. Even the church, which had maintained authority throughout the Middle Ages, embraced the changing times, adopting the culture's flowering sense of aesthetic. War would break out not 20 years from then, plucking the ripened era from the tree of history, but that is of no concern to us right now. At the time, it was still what people referred to as the Golden Age, a period of for all who were there. Oh my goodness.
The maid just like the maid just like, give me a second. Give me a second. I'm trying, master. I'm trying, master. Give me 1 second. I haven't talked to anyone in so long. I understand.
Thank you.
I thought I brought such a big glass of water, but I'm already like almost halfway through it, so I get it.
No. Well, whenever you need to take a break, let me know.
Yes, you too.
Okay. Now, let us take a slight detour. No, we will not be changing locations. This is a tale about the mansion from beginning to end. We will, however, be moving through time. Say, about 8 years into the past. A very wealthy family lived in the house then. The mother and father, brother and sister all had distinctive, beautiful flaxen hair. I was always enamored by their hair. By contrast, mine is the color of a wet crow. See? There I am, standing around, looking rather a fool. I was happy back then. And what reason did I have not to be, afforded the opportunity to attend to such a beautiful home? So I poured my heart into serving that family. Listen closely, if you would. That soft, fleeting sound that could only be a young girl singing. Can you hear it?
Hello! Party people, what is up? Yeah!
What is up is we are already out of water. We are struggling to read.
We're having a great time. It is
a great time.
It's fine. We're gonna power through. We're gonna try and be so strong.
Thank you for joining.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, hello. Thank you for the follow.
Oh, yes, thank you, Alan Gucci. I like your name. Alan Gucci's a great name.
It is.
That is fantastic. Fish!
Fish!
And thank you too for the follow!
Thank you!
This is a very good friend of ours. So
Mhm.
I'm very happy to see you here. Thank you for coming by.
Thank you.
Thank you. Alright, we have our friend strength to learn how to talk and continue.
I don't know if it'll help us, but we'll do our best. It won't help me anyway. We'll see.
I think she's supposed to be singing the song in the background, so I'll let this just pass by.
Good idea. The girl you see, cheerfully picking crimson roses and singing like a songbird, was called Nellie. Though young, she sang with elegance. Nellie was deeply fond of the house's garden, and she would often spend her afternoons there. Thank you for the support.
Yes, thank you. We appreciate it.
We do.
It makes us so strong.
It does. Gorgeous roses gathered from all across the world bloomed in the garden. They were given the utmost care, and even had their thorns removed, so young Nellie would not hurt herself naturally. The light brown-haired girl carefully plucked petals from the roses, gathering them up as she sang. Her voice was like music played by fairies. Nay, the sight of her was like an angel descended from heaven. Oh dear, please don't look at me like that. I admit I was being rather fanciful. But what is a woman if not fanciful?
What indeed. Little bird, singing night and day. For your little birdie heart, sing your woes away. Pretty flowers all around the little birds. And even when the sun comes up, oh, dearest Mel, I've forgotten what comes next. Are you listening?
Nellie was, as a matter of fact, not the only visitor to the rose garden that day. She always came with her older brother, Mel. The young siblings were inseparable. Mel adored his little sister, who in turn pined for his attention. The sight of the two innocent children cuddling together, not yet shackled by fear for the future, was truly heartwarming. That day, Mel was sitting in the shade of a tree reading a book. As I am sure you are aware, in their time, books could not yet be mass-produced. What he was reading had been copied by a scribe. I presume he had borrowed it from the church. The book, having passed through many hands over the years, was visibly worn, but I suppose that just speaks to its importance. It was, in fact, a Latin grammar textbook he was reading. Mel was a clever boy.
Oh no, I'm so sorry my Nightbot killed somebody with caps again.
No!
I need to definitely change that, I'm so sorry. You'll be back in a second. Yeah, it got Freyja too. I am so sorry, it's way more sensitive on the default settings for caps than I thought it would be. I'm so sorry. Also, don't post like 3 or more emojis at once because it also hates that. I'm gonna change it before the next stream. I just clicked the default settings and I was like, yeah, that's fine, I'm sure. And then it was like, oh no. Yeah, Nightbot is strict as hell. Please be careful. He won't let you step a toe out of line. God.
Always watching. He had attended church from a very young age, where a priest would instruct him in Latin grammar.
Nightbot thought you were said you were coming here to enjoy Fata Morgana. No, perish.
Perish. Also, thank you for joining.
Yes, thank you. Oh, it's good to see you. It's true, it's Nightbot's chat now, it's not mine. He's gonna take over the entire stream by the end of the night.
Yes. So at that time, I believe he was capable of reading even advanced texts.
Oh, dearest Mel, please. Oh, that emoji is how I feel all the time.
Yes! The young girl approached her brother, who was consumed by the text. In her hands, she carried a large pile of rose petals. Though his sister's shadow overlapped with the trees, the boy still did not notice. So Nellie puffed her cheeks and thrust out her slender arms and let the petals fall. Ah!
Look, your head is covered in roses, Mel.
Oh, Nelly, you got petals on the book. This isn't mine. I can't afford to let it get dirty.
It's your fault, dearest Mel. I tried to get your attention. And besides, flowers won't get a book dirty.
I must raise the white flag. When did my little lady find herself such a sharp wit?
While waiting for you, dearest Mel. I waited, and you didn't so much as glance at me. I'll be an adult by the time you're done reading that book.
Wow, that soon?
That soon. Mother says girls grow up fast.
She may be right. In that case, we should do something together before you're all grown up. Surely you won't play with me any longer when you've become an adult.
That's not true. I'll still play with you even when I'm grown up.
But grown-ups don't play, Nelly.
Fine, I'll stay a child forever then.
Didn't you just say you were about to grow up?
You're so mean, Mel. I am totally throwing it back. I want this played at the rave. Me and the girls when the pandemic's over.
Yes! I'm sorry. Please don't pout, my little lady. How about this? To make it up to you, I'll play whatever you want today.
Really? Do you mean it? I want to play make-believe.
Make-believe?
Make-believe. I will be a princess taken captive by an evil kingdom, and you, dearest Mel, will be my valiant knight. Oh my god, yeah, this was us in our cosplays. Revity and I cosplayed the maid and a character who's gonna show up in a little while together, and it was so fun.
Good.
I miss wearing that cosplay. It was so fun to make. Oh no, did I forget to read it? No, I think I didn't. I don't know. I only have like 5 seconds of memory. It's fine.
Me too.
It all gets wiped after that. Right. And then you turn into a prince when you rescue me.
A knight can become a prince? Impressive.
They can. Knights and princes both have to be charming, so of course they can. Oh, hell yeah, let's do it. Once this never-ending nightmare of a pandemic is over.
Please.
Yes, they can. Knights and princes both have to be charming, so of course they can. Which is why it must be you, dearest Mel. No one else can be my prince, or my knight.
Well, he may have appeared outwardly embarrassed at his rose-coat as his rose-cheeked sister proclaimed pratingly. I am certain he was smiling on the inside. After a few moments, he meekly knelt. Eye level. I'm so sorry. With Nelly and gently stroking her soft hair.
Oh my god, so true. Redacted did wait. Redacted waited so much for Redacted.
Yeah.
I understand fully, which is the funny thing.
I also understand.
Yeah.
Alright then. You're my princess, Nelly.
And not just anyone's princess, dearest Mel, but yours alone. So, don't be anyone else's prince but mine, okay? Enjoy your food.
Yes, enjoy! Jeez, my princess is quite the fauna.
Is that bad? Does it make you dislike me?
Not at all. I'm proud to have you as my sister, Nelly. You mean more to me than anything in the world, my dear princess.
Bahari. It's Bahari's lawn.
Long Bahari. What do you have in your hand, Bahari? No, I see it, never mind.
Wait, what is it? I can't see it.
It's like a fox.
Okay.
But it's like the tail and then the back feet.
Oh, I see it, yes.
You see it now?
Yes. Me, like, squinting at OBS.
What is this?
Hee hee. I love you, dearest Mel. You'll always be my prince, forever and ever.
Her mood quite improved. Nelly began humming the melody of the song she had forgotten the lyrics to. Holding the skirt of her dress out from her body, the young girl pranced around the rose garden. Oh my goodness. Mel, his eyes on her back, gave a little shrug. Oh, Nellie, don't come crying to me if you trip running like that.
She's gonna get mud all over her dress.
All over. But Mel was not entirely disapproving of his sister's excitement. He carefully brushed aside the petals on his book, set it in the shade of the tree, and began chasing after Nellie. They were picturesque siblings, brimming with hope. And at this time in their lives, there was nothing to jeopardize that hope. Would it not be wonderful if children could stay this way forever, Master? As I see it, though, the pleasant, gentle times in our lives have value because they come to an end. Wouldn't you agree? Time continues to flow, impartial and without exception. And as such, everyone's childhood comes to an end. Be that as it may, does time also flow at the same speed for each individual? Now, let us take a trip down the river of time. I would be very much delighted if we could remain at this point in time, but unfortunately, we cannot. Please, do not let go of my hand, Master. You go. I'll be on my way then.
Got the one moment where you're like, oh no, did stream die? And then it's fine. Oh, you usually stay for longer.
Yes, I have an errand to run today. Thank you for your time, as always. Would you like the book back sometime next week?
Next week, or the week after. Hold on to it as long as you like.
But surely there are others who want to use it.
None as sharp as you, Mel. Put yourself in my shoes and you'll understand. I want to give you any advantage you can get. Oh, do you not believe me?
No, I believe you, Father. And I mean to do whatever I can not to disappoint you.
That's the spirit. If you need anything, don't hesitate to ask. I'm proud to have you as my pupil. Yes, and Mel, do consider what we were talking about.
Going to university?
Indeed. If you do, I can introduce you to some accomplished instructors. There's very little left for me to teach you, and I believe you would make a fine priest. It's an honorable thing, Mel, to devote yourself to the service of our Lord. You don't want to be a little priest boy, Mel? You don't want that? You don't want to be a little church boy?
I'll give it some thought. If you'll excuse me then. I'll see you again.
Our doors are always open.
Farewell. Me too, Mel. Me too. No, I'm out of there. Whether it's in the service of God or the service of the church, it is an honorable profession. But theology... I wouldn't mind attending university, but I'm not sure. I'd kind of like to do something different. Something more befitting of the times. As for what, though, I'm stumped. But I need to make up my mind soon. If I drag my feet for too long, even my father is liable to grow impatient. Mercy me.
Young sire, blessed young sire, alms for the poor.
You did so well with that line.
That was my poor person voice, didn't you like it? That's what they sound like.
Really? This beggar. If I'm not mistaken, he's been outside the church since last week.
Should I go for like a Tiny Tim voice instead?
I need to hear this.
Okay, I need to press. Please, sir. Please, sir. Alms!
Perfect. The way he shakes his head, I can get a glimpse of his forehead under his hood. He's completely bald.
Ew.
Tiny Tim is completely
Oh
bald.
no, Tiny Tim! No, what happened?
Oh no, Tiny Tim!
Tiny Tim, no!
Buy yourself some bread with this.
Ah. Thank you, sir. That's not a Tiny Tim voice anymore. What happened to me? Please, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much. That's still not a Tiny Tim voice. I'm losing it. I can't hold it for more than one line.
It's okay.
May the Lord bless your soul.
It's so perfect. Thanks. Lord. Did you hear that?
No?
My cat just...
Aw,
What?
cute.
I can't let you in, buddy. Oh no. Now he's going to be cross if I don't hurry home. Curses, it looks like it's going to rain. Master? Master? Oh, thank goodness. You appear to have a firm grasp on your consciousness. I was afraid you would accidentally let go of my hand. Now, Master, this is the period of time I truly wish to show you.
Oh,
The boy reading in the rose garden. Oh.
Oh,
Kazan!
thank you for
Thank
the
you so
follow.
much.
Thank you.
Welcome!
Yes, welcome to the stream.
The boy reading in the rose garden was now a fine young man. Nonetheless, he still bore the same gentle eyes as before, and he would from time to time show remnants of that innocent young boy. Also, no, it's okay.
Yeah, all good. Everyone's free to come and go as they like. We're just doing like a chill little reading here. And I'm gonna be like saving all the VODs to Twitch, so, you know, if you miss something and you want to come back and see it later, it's gonna be there.
Yeah. He was, in his own mind, still making the transition into adulthood, I suspect. Mel frequently visited the church, on Sundays to participate in Mass, of course, but more often to be tutored by the priest. In addition, he also attended a private school run by an eminent... Oh no.
I'm pretty sure that's
Marquis?
Marquis.
Okay, that's what I thought too.
I'm pretty sure.
Ooh.
It's been a while since I've, like, had any reason to say or hear that word out loud, but I'm pretty
Right?
sure.
Yeah. Though it was not a school where students had desks and sat in rows. They studied at the Marquis' estate. Secondary and higher education was not the same as it is today.
This is my husband, Rahatia from Final Fantasy XIV. He's here for emotional support.
We need him here.
Yeah, we decided we needed
Totally.
him here. He's helping us out with his little Fortnite dance. He's my cringe little boy.
We love his presence here.
Yeah.
Thank you, Grahatia.
I think he adds a lot. I know, right? He's so kind to do this all night for us. He doesn't stop. He doesn't complain.
He's lovely. He's lovely.
Yeah.
And Mel was considering university. The priest wanted to recruit him to the church, but Mel was having difficulty deciding what he should do. That he had such a choice is envious, is it not? Oh, we're going places. Where are we
Zooming. Mel's
going?
running so fast.
Oh, he is.
With his little white boy legs.
Little white boy.
What is he if not a little white boy?
You're right. You were absolutely correct. Good afternoon. I'm here to pick up my order. Is it ready?
Ready and waiting, young Master Rhodes. I forgot how many, like, weird little extras there were that Mel talks to in the beginning of this.
know! He's running all around town. Oh, don't call me young master, please.
I beg your pardon. Cannot seem to get my head out of the past. Your order's right here, sir.
Mel had stopped at a jewelry store in the center of town on his way back from the church. The building was both a workshop and storefront, and the nobles of the area were deeply fond of the master's wares. He was so skilled, even the royal family had commissioned work from him. As a matter of fact, the wooden sign out front was engraved with a replica of a piece of his jewelry said to be on display in the palace. As artistry flourished in this golden age, the number of shops selling luxurious items, such as jewelry, rose in kind. However, the clientele of these shops comprised a very narrow range of people. May I have a look?
Of course, of course.
Good. It came out just as I hoped. Splendid work.
Can't afford to disappoint a loyal customer like yourself.
An admirable work ethic. I'm sure she'll love it.
Such a kind lad, young master. My boy back home could do well to learn a thing or two from ya. Every man ought to show women some cordiality. Coming home to a cold fireplace is a sad thing indeed. Ha ha ha. Yeah, the music in this game slaps. We were talking about throwing it back in the club to it earlier.
Yes!
Yeah.
Again, please don't call me young master.
My apologies.
I'll take this and be on my way then.
Good day. If you find yourself in need of aught else, just let me know. I can make any jewelry you ask for. Come to me and your sweetheart's day will be sure as made. And I guarantee the two of you will have all sorts of fun when you give it to her.
Oh my! Please, I don't have a sweetheart.
Huh. Well, that's a surprise. I'm sure many girls are vying for your hand too, young Mr. Rhodes. A fine family, good looks, charming. And your future's all but.
I'll be on my way then. I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Good day! Come by again anytime. Oh yeah, I can kind of hear like the similarity to some Three Houses tracks. That's a comparison I hadn't thought of, but I'm like, oh, I definitely can think of some songs from that game that like have a similar-ish vibe, you know? Good game.
Very good game.
Lots of handsome boys in that game.
Oh yes. Goodness. Maybe I'll say I want to study abroad or something. Patient as my father may be, that would certainly anger him. I can hear it now. You're wasting your God-given talents, boy. I could renounce my name and rank, go somewhere far away. That sounds like the kind of plan Nellie would come up with.
Yeah, the Sothis one was definitely the one I was thinking of. Oh, Grim, thank you for the follow. Good to see you here.
Hi, Graham.
Grim, please bully Freyja from chat for me.
No, what the heck? No bullying here. Just nice things. Just nice things.
You literally came in here and said that you were waiting to bully me on stream.
Because you were talking about your love for Tookie boys. What else was I supposed to do?
Wow. I'll sell you out in a second if you bully.
No! As he drew closer to the mansion, the rich fragrances of roses grew more prominent. Over time, this distinctive scent had led visitors to refer to the house as Rose Manor. It was also probably a play on the flaxen-haired family's last name, Rhodes, which you heard the owner of the jewelry store say just moments earlier. In case you forgot. That clever introduction that we had.
The maid remembers that I only have about 5 seconds of memory, and that it's gone, so she's making sure I'm keeping up.
I love it. The mansion looked quite different than it does now, no? No thickets of ivy covering the walls, and no rotten, broken doors to be found. I wonder what the Rhodes family would think if they saw the house in its present tragic condition. The sight of their abundantly blooming roses. Why? Why did she say so many big words?
She's a smart lady.
I'm not.
She's very eloquent.
Problem. A veritable symbol of prosperity, long since withered and turned into soil.
You know what, Freyja? If we ever play 14 on stream, I'm gonna make you read Urianje's lines.
Oh no! I will do my absolute best!
I'm gonna make you. You're gonna have to say all his dosts and thous and thys and
no, that's...
perchance.
I have a friend named Edelweiss. She can do this.
We'll bring her on just to speak his lines. That she'll just be doing her own thing.
My apologies. I got a little sentimental there. Let us forget, for a moment, about our own time. I suppose I stayed out a little too long. Oh well, the sun still shines high in the sky. I'm sure it's...
Dearest Mel, what took you so long? Wherever have you been? I've been waiting forever.
Nelly? You're not in the house?
Nope. You were taking so long I decided to wait by the gate. But you didn't even notice me at all. Is that any way to treat a lady? All that studying's got your head stuck up in the clouds.
No, it hasn't really. Also, you're heavy. Could you please get off my back?
Heavy? I've been gradually reducing the amount of sweets I eat. And I love sweets. To maintain my figure for a new dress, and you call me heavy!
I didn't catch that. Were you saying a tongue twister?
You're such a dimwit, Mel. Jerk! Blockhead weakling.
Weakling?
Look at him. Does Mel look like he works out? That boy's never
right.
touched a weight in his life.
You're absolutely right.
If he got in a fight, he'd go down in a second. I can see it.
What? Take the little white boy out.
He'd just go out, he'd just be like flailing and get punched out in a minute. I kind of want to see it happen now. I think that'd be great.
Me too.
I think it would be very funny.
And obnoxious to boot. Whatever happened to the delightful little girl who was once my sister? She'd probably throw a fit if I said that out loud. Should you really be outside, Nelly? You are the star of today's event.
It's fine. They can call it a birthday party, but I know it's just about fraternizing. It's obvious what Father's true motives are. He'll be gathering a bunch of boys from good families to look for someone to marry me off to. Ugh, I have no interest in that at all.
Don't be like that, Nelly. They're all here for you. At least enjoy what you can at the party.
I guess. And besides, it's not completely terrible. Look at this, dearest Mel. Oh my god, he is on beat. Look at him go!
Oh,
look at him go! My little guy!
He's throwing it back at
look
the
at
club.
he is! He's throwing it back! Alright, we've confirmed that Fortnite dances can be on beat to Fata Morgana. This opens up a whole new world.
It does.
Look at this, dearest Mel. What do you think?
What do I think? About what?
About what? Mel? My new dress. It arrived. I'm wearing it. How can you not notice?
I did notice it was something I hadn't seen before, but you have so many dresses, Nelly, so...
But this is the dress I had made just for today. Look at the colors, they're so pretty. It's the work of a renowned dyer. And this belt is just lovely. You see how it comes together to form a butterfly?
Oh.
Oh, I'm just absolutely in love with it. I think I'll be wearing this dress for a while to come. So, tell me, what do you think? Does it look good on me?
Yeah, it does. It's pretty. In some ways, I guess she is still a delightful little girl.
Oh, dearest Mel, I love you.
What? Whoa, don't jump on me like that. Ah.
Oh my, you dropped something. And what have we here?
Wait, hold on. No, you can't have that yet.
Is it a present?
Give it back. I was going to give that to you later.
I knew it! It's for me! And just what could it be?
Hey, don't open it.
What's the big deal? It's gonna be mine soon anyway, isn't it? Ooh, I love it! A rose necklace! And this design, it's from the jeweler the royal family uses! Oh, my dearest Mel, you had this made just for me!
Oh, jeez. It defeats the purpose if you open it before the party.
Happiness is always better sooner rather than later, Mel. I think I'll put it on right away. There, how does it look?
Oh, cute! It even updated her sprite. I didn't even
Yeah,
see that
she puts
before.
on the necklace. It's really cute how they add that.
Right? It's the song in Japanese.
I don't believe it is. I believe it's like still in kind of their made-up language, but they probably do use some kind of Japanese sounds or make it sound kind of similar. Kind of similar to how like Nier does their music and stuff, where it's like it's not real lyrics, but like they take bits of like stuff to make it sound like you think you understand it, or you hear similar phrases.
It looks lovely.
My prince is still the sweetest in all the land.
Don't make such weird noises.
Oh, but why not? A prince always knows exactly what his princess wants. And this princess wanted some rose jewelry to go with her new dress. Understand?
Please, I sure don't have it easy playing your prince, Nelly. It might be about time you found a new one.
A prince is a prince because you can't just find one standing on the street corner. If you want to retire, dearest Mel, you're going to have to wait another 10 years.
That's a long time.
Or if you find yourself a new princess.
I'm not so...
You're about as romantic as a rock, dearest Mel. But worry not, your adorable little sister will always be your princess. What more could you want?
Are you really allowed to be the judge for that?
I mean more to you than any other girl in the world, do I not? Then that makes me your perfect princess. Hey, what was with that laugh and it'll all be over soon laugh? You're always telling me I mean more than anyone to you.
Yes, you do. More than anyone in the world, my beloved baby sister.
I'll take good care of the necklace. Thank you, my dearest Mel.
Well, if you're happy with it, then so am I. You're very welcome. Now, back into the house with you. Can't have a party without the guest of honor. Do you know if anyone is here yet?
Nope. I imagine they'll be here soon, though.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Were you down at the church again today, Mel?
Yeah, there was something I didn't know how to translate, so I went to look it up.
Wow, so diligent. I can't say I really like the priest there, personally.
I almost said, like, I wonder how far away this church has to be. Just be like, I'm just gonna pop over there really quick and get a translation. But it's like, what else do they do with their day?
Yeah.
And not just sit there in their house and then decide, like, you don't have a computer to go to.
Yeah.
You may as well just go outside.
Especially when they're like rich kids and they don't really have to work and help their family. I'm sure they're just like, you know, why not? Yeah.
Exactly.
Like, what else is Mel gonna do with his day than study?
Actually, I kind of feel the same way.
What? Really? Why?
Well, you know, I have my reasons.
So even you don't always like the priest, huh? Let's skip mass on Sunday then. We can go play!
No skipping church.
Lame.
As grew the brother, so too did the sister. That day, Nellie would be turning 14, and Mel, 3 years her senior, was 17. You saw it with your own eyes, so you know just how much she has changed. She was always a cute little girl, and she grew into an even more beautiful young woman. When she was only 14, she was well on her way to becoming a fine lady. As for her character, well... but a girl like that has her own charms, would you not say?
Hot chocolatey water. Welcome back with your hot chocolatey water. That sounds great.
Where's my hot chocolatey water?
Oh, not Freyja.
I need some.
Well, you should have asked.
Oh, you're right.
That's so rude of you.
Can I have some hot chocolatey water?
Listen, I'll get you some later.
Yahoo! Thank you.
I don't know how I'll get it to you across, the whole city, but... Oh, wait, no, we're getting some. Oh my gosh.
Oh, thank you!
Wow. I should get some, hot chocolatey water stream assets or something. Put some little drinks in front of us.
Yes,
and then I'll make a teeny tiny one for Graha.
Please. Drifting down the river of time, the two siblings matured into healthy young adults, but the core of their relationship did not change in the slightest.
Yeah, thank you for giving him hot chocolatey water. I guess that's Graha, Tia. I'm so glad you're just like, oh, it's that guy. I'm sure you've seen him all over Twitter from multiple people at this point. Yeah, Graha Tia's here. He's Fortnite dancing for us.
He's our emotional support dancer.
Yeah.
Nellie was very much attached to her brother, and as much as Mel complained, he still deeply cared for his sister. Around the time the sun began to set, carriages started lining— Oh, I skipped it.
Fancy people are coming into the house, that's all that matters.
Perfect. As Nellie had suspected, the majority of them are boys.
Ew!
Yuck! Yuck! Boys! Yuck! Oh, who is this?
Oh, I think I know who this is. Yes, I understand. You don't need to say anything more. Rose Manor, right? Okay, we'll go together. Yeah, boys have cooties. Ew. Me
Ew.
alone. No, please don't make me. The inhabitants of Rose Manor are surely living quite contented lives. I'm sure they don't remember a thing.
Oh?
What?
Dun dun dun!
We made it through the first bit. Good job.
We did. The room with the fireplace was always kept in pristine condition so they could entertain guests at any time.
Oh.
Walls colorfully— Oh. Hello!
Thank you for the follow, King Yuli. I hope I said that right.
Yeah!
Thank you.
It's our Melly! Hello, Melly.
Oh, hello, Melly! Thank you for coming. Thank you for the follow.
Welcome.
Welcome to the party.
Enjoy the dancing boy.
Yes.
Walls colorfully decorated with tapestries and stained glass windows gave testament to their great fortune. The servants' first assignment every morning was to clean this room. Pitchers, silver plates, and silverware were polished to a shine so they could be proudly put to use at a moment's notice. And for events like their daughter's birthday, the room served an even more important role. Oh. I'm trying not to burp.
It's because we have to drink so much water to not lose our voices. And it's like, oh no, I had big supper before this.
Oh no, mistakes.
It's fine.
The tabletops were removed, so they had ordered new tabletops with designs made specifically for this occasion. And once the banquet had drawn to a close, tables speckled with half-empty wine glasses and leftover candied fruits were moved off to the side to make room for, of course, the festivities.
Also, Melly, thank you for loving the boy. He's a perfect boy. I'm so glad I decided to keep him in, because I love how many reactions he's gotten from the chat.
Yes! Good evening, Lady Nellie. You're looking particularly lovely today. Nellie, I just had jewels cut. I had these jewels cut just for you. You let me have this dance, won't you?
Kill him, Nelly.
Kill him, do it.
Do it, Nelly.
Just do it. Just
do
go
it.
wild.
Just go ham. Go off.
Just go.
They'll just say it's hysteria. You'll be fine.
Mm-hmm. What's the matter, Nellie? You look exhausted. These are pretty good. Want one? I know you like sweets. They're apples candied in rock sugar, I think.
You disappoint me, dearest Mel. What do you think is the matter? They just keep coming, it never ends. It's driving me up the wall. Everyone's just repeating the same lines they've been taught. They all think pretty jewels and quest to dance are enough to make a girl swoon.
But I think that is true for you, Nellie. Though, why is she disappointed with me?
Oh, I think I'm done with birthday parties after this year.
They'll probably throw an even bigger one next year.
Huh? Why?
Well, you know, you're about that age, Nellie. We are a reasonably distinguished family, so there are a number of different houses that would like to have connections with us. So... Oh.
No, I misread for some reason. I thought it changed because Nellie's expression changed.
Mm-hmm.
So what you're saying is do it for the family?
No, that's not...
I won't date or marry anyone. I have no interest in being used as a pawn in their interfamily politics.
One, I wouldn't go that far. And I'm sure Father wants to let you choose yourself. You know, someone you actually love.
Love? I never thought I would hear you talking about love, dearest Mel. You don't even understand what makes Shakespeare's plays so beautiful, and you're talking about love. You fell asleep during Romeo and Juliet, and you're talking about love?
How would you fall asleep during Romeo and Juliet, Mel?
Come on, Mel.
Come on.
We went all the way out to the Globe Theater, too.
Well, pardon me for being ignorant when it comes to romance and the arts. But you're not, Nellie. Shakespeare's make-believe story made you cry like a baby.
Anyone would cry at that. You'd have to be crazy to sleep through it. Oh my god, Mel is so cringe. Mel, stop being cringe. No, he's gonna go on my cringe comp.
Oh no! That's not what I'm saying. Someone as emotionally vibrant as you, Nellie, would have no problem finding love.
Ah, dearest Mel, we should dance.
Lady Nellie, could I have this...
Let's dance, dearest Mel.
Oh, what? Me? Wait a...
Come on, I really like this song.
Quit pulling on me, Nellie. What's the point of us dancing? We're siblings. Mother and father are staring daggers at us.
No matter. What day is it today, dearest Mel?
Your birthday?
Exactly, so I can do what I want. Now attend to your princess, as a proper prince should.
Oh jeez, how did I get myself into this?
Spineless.
Spineless, absolutely spineless. Nellie's skirt fluttered along with her as she stepped in time to the music. She was not only a skilled singer, but a skilled dancer as well. Melly, on the other hand, fumbled over his own feet trying to keep up. One would be hard-pressed to describe his dance abilities as good, even as flattery. The boys of his pedigree were taught to dance as part of their etiquette lessons. He found himself more being dragged around by his sister. He could hardly be said to be attending to her. This is humiliating.
I like watching how his little sprite just, like, sways back and forth. It's so funny.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah, when even the narrator calls you cringe. That's when you know it's over for you.
Oof. Oof. Because his parents had been hands off in raising him, largely giving him free rein to study and learn when he pleased, Mel looked like a tangled up marionette. And throughout the hall, he could hear giggling, uncomfortable chuckling, and people coughing to disguise their laughter.
Come now, dearest Mel. If this is the best you can manage, what are you going to do when you find a girl that catches your eye?
I won't, so it doesn't matter.
Follow my lead, Mel. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Nellie alone enjoyed her time dancing with her brother, and quite thoroughly at that. It did not matter to her that he moved awkwardly or that the guests were giving them cold stares. It was their parents who first cracked under the pressure. And just as their father was about to give an exaggerated cough and stop the music, a ruckus suddenly swelled up near the entrance.
What could that be?
The music stopped. Who knows? Whatever's going on, I've been spared. The music came to a stop, and the party guests began bustling. The siblings' father spoke up sternly about the noise in order to quell the spreading commotion. He ordered the servants to investigate, had the music restarted, gave a short apology for the interruption, and set the party back on course. I went to go check on the entrance with the other servants, as I recall. Oh my, why are you looking at me like that? These are not my memories, but those which dwell within the mansion. Do you think we should be following what happens next from my perspective, then? That is not what confused you? Well, your questions shall be answered in time. In time. Now, let us return to our tale. Though the party had fallen still for a moment, their father's decisive actions restored the guests' festive moods in short order. So it was not, by any means, the commotion that caused the ball to conclude earlier than planned.
Oh dear, I hear thunder.
It was rather loud, too. Sounds like we have quite the storm brewing. They lived in a country where the weather was nothing if not unpredictable. Rain was a frequent occurrence there. The stretches of time with clear skies grew longer as summer approached, but the weather was still somewhat unstable on the cusp of the two seasons. Imagine only having 2 seasons.
I think
warm
they just mean that.
Less warm. Between the rainy season and
I think this is supposed to be in kind of springtime-ish. I forget. I know they released info on when Nellie's birthday is, but I forget.
Oh yeah, you're right.
It's true, Calgary also has only 2 seasons. Winter and slush.
Winter and slush?
Yeah, that's it. That's all we got.
They also had a strong wind that night as well, which turned the raindrops into little spears on the window. Were the party to continue on any longer, no one would be able to go home. Although their father was quite concerned that Nellie had not got on with any of the aristocrat. I almost keep saying aristocrat.
I keep thinking Aristocat,
That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
I keep thinking Aristocat.
You're
No,
Aristocats.
it's not right. It's Aristocrat. Boys.
I haven't seen that movie in so long.
Me neither.
It was so good. I should rewatch it sometime.
Yeah. He decided to cut the festivities short.
Thank goodness it ended early. How lucky I am. This must be a blessing for always being such a good girl.
I'm not sure having your own birthday party cut short counts as lucky.
But it was no fun. I can't help it if I'm not enjoying myself. And for heaven's sake, Arthur was here. I have no interest in dancing with that dunce.
Arthur? Who's that again? Someone who's here?
Unbelievable. You don't remember anything, do you, dearest Mel? He came over to play a few times when we were little. He's covered in gross freckles and he's a huge jerk. He said my hair looked like the color of fallen leaves. Fallen leaves! Just thinking about that ugly smirk has me fuming. And yet he acts like nothing happened. He even calls me Lady Nellie, for goodness sake. Are you listening, dearest Mel?
I'm listening. I'm listening.
We just like zoom in on Mel's head and it's just like...
Empty.
Yeah, there's nothing happening up there.
No.
There's just like elevator music.
Literally.
Yeah, there's nothing else going on.
No, I was gonna say he has the same length of memory as you do.
Oh my god. No, I don't want to have that in common with him. He's cringe.
He's cringe.
No.
Maybe you are also cringe, Aqua.
No! No, you're right, I'm cringe. I've been introducing this little dancing Fortnite dude as my husband all night.
Yeah, that makes you pretty cringe.
At least my husband and I are cringe together, and that's love.
That is love. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I wonder what the ruckus was earlier.
Yeah, that's my husband! He's my husband! That's why he's here. For love. No! Oh god, I'm lose followers. No! Well, some sacrifices have to be made for love, I guess.
Yeah, that's right.
You weren't listening, were you? Who cares about that?
Sorry, but aren't you curious? It probably wasn't another guest, at least.
Maybe a cat sneaked in.
You think so?
I do. But enough about that. Would you like to play cards in my room, dearest Mel?
Seriously? I'm exhausted, though.
The Geeky Red Mage, thank you so much for the follow! I like your username. Very good taste. That is an excellent class. It's not even late.
Fine. Something feels kind of off. A cat? I want to go check.
Come on, hurry up!
Hold on. You don't need to drag me, Nelly.
My birthday isn't over yet, so you're not done attending to me.
Oh, Nelly.
Nellie's the type of girl to have like a birthday week.
Yeah.
She says you have to like be nice to her all week.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Hold on. I think you can hear people in the background. Give me 1 second.
Oh
I'll be
no.
right back.
Oh no, I guess Freyja is BRB. You know what? Maybe this is a good time to take a little bathroom break, water break. I'll be back in a couple minutes, you guys. Oh, my mic was not on, but we are back.
Yeah, I know.
Hello. Oh my gosh, yeah, the Beast and Veil are very similar. But it's also just such a cool comparison.
Oh, you're right. Oh, I see
Yeah,
it. Now
yeah,
that you
don't
say it, oh,
you?
I
The
see it.
second,
Yeah, yeah,
the
yeah,
second
yeah,
she told me
yeah.
about it, I was like, ooh, yeah, I see that.
Uh-huh.
It's so tragic and makes me sad for Vale, but like I love the comparison. It's such a good one.
Mm.
But alright, we're gonna aim to keep going for like maybe 35 more minutes before we end stream. So we'll see if we find a good stopping point within that, but for now we're gonna keep trucking with Mel
Yeah.
alone in the dark.
In the dark.
Yeah. Woohoo!
What will he get up to?
Nothing good. I don't trust
Nothing
him.
good. I
Look at
don't
him.
trust him either.
Skinny little white boys are never up to anything good.
Especially when he's cringe.
Especially, he's getting up to play Fortnite. Mel would be into Fortnite.
He would.
But he'd be bad at it. I think he'd be a terrible gamer.
I think so too. He would, yeah. He's too much of a nerd.
Yeah.
Okay. The rain just won't let up. I can't sleep. I wonder what the commotion earlier was about. Oh, for goodness sake. It's all the storm's fault. That's why I can't sleep. I'm just fretting over nothing. I'm sure Nellie was right. It was just a cat. A cat wouldn't go and, knock on the door.
You don't know that.
No,
What if it's a really
okay.
smart cat?
Are there smart cats out there?
If there are, I haven't met them.
Yeah, same. Maybe a dog. Can't sleep. I hardly ever have this much trouble falling asleep. Must be nice.
I know, right?
Yeah.
See, cats are only smart when it's for evil, like that.
True.
God, why do cats love to scream in the washroom so much? Like, what is it about that
Always.
room?
I don't know. I don't get it.
Like, if they're in a washroom with you, they will just scream.
Yeah. Good old cats.
Yep.
What could this feeling be, I wonder? It's not quite foreboding. Walking around the house at this time of night isn't going to help me. It isn't going to help anything. But I'm not going to fall asleep just lying there. The only sounds that could be heard in the dark corridors were the sharp pitter-patter of the rain, his footsteps, and his breathing. Though he was intimately familiar with the layout of the house, that night the hallways felt like an endless labyrinth veiled in shadows. No moonlight shone through the windows, so he naturally found himself moving cautiously, despite being in his own residence. Keeping the palm of his hand pressed up against the chilly wall, he put one foot in front of the other. But to where was he supposed to head? Mel, of course, had no way of answering that question himself. If he had anything, it was guidance from above, the path to his destination lit by flashes. By lashes?
Eyelashes. Eyelashes of lightning.
Wow!
Whoa.
By flashes of lightning. Or perhaps there was something else leading him along. Though he progressed with a fair bit of hesitation in his step, Mel was slowly but surely drawing nearer to the one room in particular. He made his way through the seemingly endless halls. Past the living room, and its fireplace long since cooled. Into another corridor. We're going so fast.
He zooms. He's so fast.
He zooms! And then stopped outside an Abigail's bedchamber. Yes, I did say that right.
Good job. I'm so
Thank
proud
you.
of you.
Thank you. The dim glow of a lamp spilled through the cracks in the door. A gust of wind is not necessary to make a flame flicker. A person's movements or vibrations in the air from someone speaking, the slightest of motions can cause the light of a fire to quiver. Shifting subtly, subtly.
I think subtly is how you'd say it. I think.
Whew, I hope so.
Once again,
Everybody
words I
can
don't
see-
say that often.
Yeah, right. Shifting subtly, as though nudged by an invisible fingertip. I can see light from inside. Is she still awake? A voice. He seemed to be hesitating. It would not be difficult for him to approach the door and peer inside.
Yeah, I remember definitely the first time I played through, every now and then I'd just stop and like just have to Google something to make sure, because they just use a random term I hadn't like seen before or hadn't seen that often, and I was like, I need to make sure I know what I'm reading about.
I'm so glad it's not just me. But he had reservations about peeping in on another's chambers, even if it was his own house. Good boy. Moreover, this room was assigned to a woman. There was a woman behind that door.
Terrifying.
Absolutely terrifying. The scariest thing you could ever encounter a woman. What would you do, Master, in this situation? Would you succumb to your curiosity and gaze inside? Or would you respect the owner's privacy?
Mel had never seen a woman.
It's true.
Sounds
it's
right.
True.
Yeah, it's a very true fact about Mel. You heard it first here, everybody.
Yes. I shouldn't be doing this. But the voice... It feels like it's calling to... me? Or someone else. Yes, me, could sense someone watching me at that moment. He had succumbed to his curiosity. He stood on the other side of the door from me, his flaxen eyes open wide, trying to remain as invisible as possible. The wavering in his heart seemed to create faint ripples in the air, which I pretended not to notice. Yes, I knew he was there. I could sense his presence and his wavering emotions even. However, I could not begin to speculate as to his true feelings or how great a surprise this was to him. I too am discovering new facets of this tale by viewing it through the eyes of the mansion. But it is not I who is of concern, Master. It is you. You and... I know I shouldn't be doing this. I should be ashamed of myself. But I can't look away. There she is!
It's her.
Oh, who is that? It's the cat.
There she is. The cat.
The cat. Her skin, it's so pale you can practically see through it. Is it that white because she was out in the cold rain? Her hair is white as snow, and her eyes, they're like...
Mel is confused because she's a woman. He's like, that's not a man. What is that? I've never seen one before. What is that?
Right? Like, how do I describe it? You just can't. My vocabulary truly lacks for situations like this. I understand, Mel. They look like blood? No, that's just disturbing. Then wine, perhaps? No, more translucent than that. Gemstones, then? Yes, gemstones. Her eyes are like rubies. I've never seen anyone like her before.
He was like, I don't know what those are. I love the idea of him looking at Nellie, a woman, and just being like, I don't know what a woman is. Don't ask me that.
What could they be talking about? Mel's eyes were affixed on the peculiar young woman.
True, your sister isn't a woman. Essie, thank you for your...
Hi,
What's
Essie. Hi, Corn.
Essie's trying to communicate with us in code.
In code. I understand. She had glass-like skin, eyes that glimmered in the flickering candlelight, and snow-white hair that flowed like luxurious silk. But her lips were bluish-purple, her soft, delicate skin sullied with grime, her twinkling eyes pointed down at the floor, and her hair a disheveled mess.
I'll say hi back to them for us.
Yeah, say hi!
And even if they can't make it here, like, obviously nobody has to come, but I appreciate them just saying hi and just supporting even from the background. It means a lot.
Yeah. Thank you!
Oh yeah, you did make it back in time for a spookier scene. Good job.
Perfect.
We had so much, like, bright colors and cheerful music, and you made it back for here.
This. We couldn't sleep, and then was like, I'm gonna go investigate what that sound was earlier. And then he found out it was
a girl!
Woman. And he's never seen one before!
Yeah, he's never seen a woman before, so this is very shocking and scary.
You need an adult! Oh, I can't help you there, I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry, Corn, have you never seen a woman either? Don't worry, we'll get through this.
We'll get through this, it's okay.
We'll help you can do it. You'll be okay.
She was, even at a glance, clearly not a lady of means. The tips of her fingers were cracked from the cold, her nails pale from malnutrition, and her garb little more than rags. Never touched grass either. Oh no!
I mean, once summer comes, you should try touching it. I hear it's very soft. I'm gonna try it for the first time too.
Soft like a woman's hair? We don't know.
Oh, we'll have to come back there. Ew, I shouldn't have said that. That felt so gross halfway through saying it.
I take it back.
We're backpedaling.
No!
No! Okay. We only objectify boys here.
Yes.
Or call them stupid like Mel.
Like Mel. Or cringe.
Or cringe.
However, true beauty is always visible, no matter what it may be hidden beneath. That is a word. That is a sentence. Even wrapped in a veil,
Good luck, Freyja. I'm not helping you with this one. Have fun.
I can't read! It's celebrity. Close enough. I'm moving on. Even if she thought herself hideous. I wonder what happened to her. If you can hear any people outside of my room, please let me know. They're like, I told them to be quiet, but they're still talking loudly. So if it's too loud, and if you hear it, please let me know.
No, I'm so happy my neighbors didn't keep dragging whatever they were dragging above me before the stream started, because I was listening to it and I was like, hello, please stop, I'm about to do something.
Oh my goodness, I know what you mean. I hear no one, but I wish to hear cat. My cat was crying earlier, but you were off playing Apex. So whose fault is that? I'm just kidding. He'll come back. Ahem. Mal could no longer avert his gaze from the girl's visage. He had, for the time being, forgotten the shame he felt for peeping. He had strained his ears to hear the conversation taking place inside. A sickly voice arose from the white-haired girl's purple lips. So feeble was the sound that a gentle breeze blowing through the room could carry it away.
I apologize for the trouble.
Think nothing of it. Give your apologies and thanks to the mistress.
Understood. There's something strangely comforting about this house. Almost as if I've been here before. If my father were here, I'm sure he'd be quite fond of it.
I'm sorry about your father.
There's nothing you could have done, I imagine. When you came to our rescue, he was already...
Rescue? Father? Was that perchance what the commotion was about? He stared intently, entranced by the scene unfolding beyond the door. A gaze can often signal one's presence to others more effectively than words. The white-haired girl could likely sense him from there as well. She flickered her gem-like eyes upwards. Beautiful! That was when the boy finally felt a pang of panic. For a split second, his flaxen eyes met her ruby eyes, causing him to recoil from the door. His heart was pounding like the rain outside. Careful not to make a sound, he took 2 steps away. Did she catch me? I'm not sure. It was only for a moment. She can't have seen me. The boy did not have the courage to peek into the room a second time, so he cautiously returned to his bedchamber as quietly as he could manage. Zoom!
Zoom! He's so fast.
He is so fast.
Every time we're like, he's so fast.
But even beneath his covers, he could not erase that girl's eyes from his memory. Her melancholic red irises, her voice, delicate as a glass sculpture, her pale, almost lifeless skin, her pure white hair. Every singular detail kept him from banishing her image from his mind. Nor could he restrain his heavily pounding heart. Who could she be? Is something the matter?
No. I just thought I felt someone watching us.
It's only your imagination, I'm sure. If not your imagination, then perhaps some unseen force that was watching you.
Unseen force?
Are you familiar with how people refer to this mansion?
Rose Manor.
Yes, indeed. It is called Rose Manor because you can smell the sweet fragrance of a rose garden even at a great distance. But that is not what I meant. It is said that a witch resides within the house.
A witch? I have not heard any such stories.
You probably wouldn't have. It was a very, very long time ago. Nothing you need concern yourself with.
You have a peculiar presence about you.
Should I consider that a compliment? It's getting late. You should get some rest. A room has already been set aside for you. But first, may I ask you one thing?
Yes?
I do not believe you have given me your name yet.
My name is... Elle. Wake up. Get up, Mel.
What? Huh? It's morning?
You disappoint me, dearest Mel. It's very much long since morning. I didn't see you at breakfast, so I came to find out what was the matter.
I've really been asleep that long?
And father is too lenient on you, dearest Mel. Oversleeping is hardly proper behavior for a firstborn son.
I know. But before that...
Yes, dearest Mel?
What are you doing in here? You can't just go prancing into a boy's bedchamber. Leave that to the servants.
I did send one for you. You're the one who refused to wake up. Besides, it's not like we're strangers. We used to sleep together all the time.
That was long ago. Things are different now.
Oh, you're overthinking it, silly. Now hurry up. Out of bed, sleepyhead.
Alright, I'm getting up. So you can see yourself out.
Oh my, you look awful, dearest Mel. You look like shit, dearest Mel. For someone who overslept, you look like you didn't get a single wink last night.
You think so?
You didn't go out on the town last night, did you? Naughty, naughty boy.
I would never. You know that.
Mel throwing it back at the club.
Oh no, Mel!
You
Mel, you're
squeaked.
sweet.
I don't think I believe you.
I didn't go out last night or anything. I'm tired because you had me playing cards until late, Nellie.
Hey, we weren't playing for that long. Besides, look at me, I got up just fine.
Anyways, shoo. I can't get dressed with you in here.
Fine, I'm leaving. Oh, I almost forgot, dearest Mel.
What now?
Come on, no need to be mean. I'm sure you'll be quite surprised at the news.
Oh?
At breakfast, which you missed, Father told us.
Told you what?
Do I really want to say? It sounds like you want me out of your room, dearest Mel.
It's Brad. Please, Nellie.
We got a new maid today from a house we have ties to, supposedly. I've never seen anyone like her before. For supposedly coming from a good family, she isn't very graceful, and I've never seen her at social gatherings. But that's not the surprising part.
Does that maid...
She's peculiar. Has a very unusual appearance, that one.
have white hair?
What? How do you know that, dearest Mel?
Uh-oh, I think they're too loud! One second.
Okay.
1 second.
Go tell your family to shut up. Alright, Chad, it's just you and me. You and me, and Mel, and his cringe, and Nellie.
Nellie. Okay.
Freyja, did you beat someone up?
I did.
I don't believe you.
No?
No.
I could definitely beat somebody up. What?
I don't believe you. I'll believe you when I see it.
I beat up Grim and Essie all the time.
I watched you play golf with Grim. He was owning you the whole time.
No! What are you talking about? No, Melly! Thanks, Nelly.
Hey, get back here! Oh, for goodness sake, what's gotten into him? Bah!
Humbug. At the time, the majority of servants at the mansion were men. However, the ladies of the house all had Abigails, so there were several women servants, myself included. The maids, by and large, were selected from the daughters of other esteemed families. It was, you could say, a sort of training before they entered society. The girls would serve at houses even more powerful than their own. And the white-haired girl Mel saw the night before was one such maid. When we heard this, Mel could not sit still any longer. Oh, I didn't really think this through, did I? I don't even know where she is. I'm guessing she's probably Mother's maid. White hair. It has to be the girl from last night. But deep down, he was having difficulty believing the young woman he had seen the previous night was truly here to be a servant. And can you blame him? When he saw her, she was an absolute mess. Hardly what you would envision from a girl of class. But he did not seek her to find out whether that was true. He merely wanted to see her once more, to ascertain whether what he had witnessed the previous night was real or his imagination. And he wanted to have an actual conversation with her. I don't want him to run into Mother. That would be awkward. He was heading towards his mother's bedchamber, but the closer he drew, the heavier each step grew. He rounded a corner, debating whether or not to head back. and stopped in his tracks. On occasion, wishes do come true. When Mel turned the corner, he saw her, the same girl, that same white hair. Oh no, now he has to learn to talk
Oh god.
to a woman which he did not know existed.
Not until last night. Oh god.
Good luck, Mel.
Good luck, Mel.
She appeared to be cleaning the hallway. She traced along the wooden carvings lining the walls, making certain not to miss even a speck of dust. The girl wore a pristine dress, the uniform of the mansion's Abigails. There was no longer any filth to obscure her beauty. All that had covered her pure white hair and glass-like skin was no longer. The one thing that had not changed was her listless ruby eyes. Pardon me. Hearing his footsteps, the young woman raised her head. She caught Mel's gaze and for a brief moment merely blinked at him in silence.
Lord Mel, yes? Your father informed me of you. Pardon me, milady.
So good.
Mel really does have that energy.
He does. Did he? I guess I don't need to introduce myself then. I believe she made an attempt to smile, though it was difficult to tell, and she quickly dropped her gaze back to the floor. Flax and Ruby met only for the briefest moment. She seemed to be looking at both someone and no one at all.
Everyone here truly has the most beautiful color of hair. Did you have business with the mistress, Lord Mel? I can let her know if you would like.
No, I was looking for you.
For me?
Mel felt as though all the blood in his body had begun to flow backwards. He could not effectively describe the sensation, but in a word, it resembled panic. On his way to find her, Mel had come up with a number of subjects he wanted to talk about, and he generally had little trouble speaking with others. He'd had less experience interacting with women, this was true. But the time he had spent around Nellie had kept him from stumbling too much. Until then. Yes, for you.
Why would you be looking for me, Lord Mel?
I was wondering how you were doing.
Pardon? I'm quite fine.
Good. That's great to hear. You fool, Mel. What are you even saying? This OST is kind of a trip and a half, and I really dig it.
It's so good.
It's so good.
There are some really good tracks later on, too. A lot of people think that, like, this first part has the weakest music, so if you're already digging it, you'll probably like everything to come.
Yeah! You have more important things to ask, like where she came from. Or to tell her she has pretty hair and eyes. But I don't want to trouble her too much.
Lord Mel?
Yes?
Sorry, you just suddenly fell silent. Was I, in your way?
In my way? No, not at all. What are you up to?
I'm cleaning.
Well, yeah, I didn't even need to ask. Ah, you're cleaning.
Good recovery, Mel.
Oh god, save him! You can just let the other servants take care of the cleaning. You're one of the noble's daughters we took in, right? Then why is Mother making...
No, I'm doing this because I want to. But, like, can you imagine, like, your first day of work at your new job, and, like, your boss's son comes over and starts talking to you like this?
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't know what to do.
Oh, it would be good.
The mistress appeared to be busy, and I could simply not be idle.
But...
I enjoy cleaning.
Well, if you say so. Say, yesterday...
This mansion is truly a thing of beauty. All the many roses in the garden, even the furnishing has had a great deal of thought put into it. This family must have a wonderful sense of aesthetic. You'd do great on Tumblr.
Oh, yeah, thanks. Did she just change the subject on me?
Oh no, I'm sorry.
No.
The pot caught you again. No!
Girl, help!
As soon as the stream dons, I'm taking Nightbot apart with my own 2 hands and rebuilding him.
Do it. Do it.
I'm delighted to have been given the opportunity to serve at such a magnificent house.
Mother and father actually had nothing to do with that. Not even the garden.
When the robot uprising comes, Nightbot's going to be the first.
Yes!
You'll lead it. I'm so sorry.
You know, that's what
Nightbot hates jokes. People having fun in the stream? No.
I don't
Everyone
think
here
so.
needs to be quiet and miserable.
Yep. That's all been around since my grandfather's time. This mansion was a complete wreck when he bought it.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. Frankly, I'm surprised he actually paid money for it. The chandelier in the foyer... Foyer?
Foyer, I think?
Foyer? There's so many different ways of saying that word too. Oh my goodness.
Foyer.
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 It was shattered and only half attached to the ceiling. Most of the decorations on the walls are broken.
I can hardly imagine. This is a marvelous, impressive house.
I'm sure he'd be flattered to hear it. My grandfather was a bit of an eccentric. He liked to do things people didn't expect, just to watch the looks of surprise on their faces. He was the kind of man who would buy a mansion that was beyond repair just to give it a completely new life. Everyone who had seen the property before it was renovated was astonished. They regretted not taking the opportunity themselves, seeing the transformation it underwent.
Huh?
I was just thinking that you're kind of like this house.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, when you first arrived... no, never mind. Forget it. Stupid! Mal, you stupid!
Dummy.
Dummy! She'll figure out you were peeping on her, stupid. She hasn't yet, has she?
Oh, there are dogs outside. They're barking.
Bark, 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 bark. Maybe it's Grim.
Somebody put him back inside. Yes?
It's nothing. The more I think about it, you and the mansion aren't really comparable.
Oh?
The truth is, it being a rundown mess isn't the only reason nobody wanted to buy the house. They say that all who dwell within this house shall be met with misfortune. Do you believe it? I'm just kidding. It's not actually true. It's all rumors and hearsay, embellished to make the tale more exciting.
I'm so complimented.
Yeah.
God, I wish a man would talk to me like this.
The rumors only started because of how it used to look. If the mansion truly begot misfortune, then we wouldn't still be here. And it wouldn't explain how my grandfather died. Do you know how he passed away?
Oh god, I forgot about this part. No, how did he? I forgot about this!
Lady.
Imagine saying this to a girl you just met.
Right?
What?
Oh my goodness. Me too. I also quit. Believe it or not, that was how he died. Together with a young, beautiful woman.
He was so cringe the music stopped.
And we thought of right again, yes.
I can't believe I forgot about that line until like right before it happened, and I was
Right
like, oh god,
before,
I know
was
what
like,
he's about to
oh,
say.
no. I have to say this with my mouth. His time ran out while he was making love to her, they say. A rather crude way to go.
But he was hardly misfortunate.
Mel is a king of cringe, yes.
He is. King.
King! What did I tell you?
Yes?
Just so you know, I promise I didn't inherit my grandfather's propensity for such base behavior. I am pure of body and spirit, dedicated wholly to my studies, so...
Mel's a man of Christ.
He's a man of Christ. He has no time for making love to women.
He didn't even know what a woman was. He wouldn't know how to make love to one if he tried.
Instantly promise.
I promise I'm an incel.
Hey, she laughed.
My apologies.
No, it's fine. Anyway, we were talking about the mansion, right? I've always thought it was kind of a strange place myself. That dress you were wearing, it was found here after my grandfather bought it. You don't see that kind of design around these parts, so I'm guessing it was probably imported. The architecture is really old-fashioned too, which must have caught grandfather's eye.
The Virgin Mel and the Chad grandfather.
When he announced his plans to buy it, the entire family opposed his decision, but he refused to budge. Renovation upon renovation gave the mansion new life, but of all his work, he was most fond of the roses in his garden. He collected species from all across the world, and every time he got a new one, he would summon gardeners to arrange and grow them. It took incredibly long to complete. There were even some that wouldn't grow in the climate of this land, but grandfather refused to give in.
He truly loved roses.
Me, I don't really get how someone could be so impassioned about them. It's just embarrassing every time someone calls this house Rose Manor.
Perhaps the roses were meant for someone.
What?
I am simply speculating. Roses make wonderful gifts, after all.
Indeed, they do. If you like roses as much as Nellie, then you're welcome to go see them for yourself. Pick as many as you'd like. If anyone asks, just say I gave you permission. Don't be shy. I'm sure it'll get tiring if all you do is work.
No, I'm, sensitive to sunlight.
Vampire. Oh, that's unusual. Perhaps that explains why you're so pale. I had no idea. That sounds rough. And your skin is so pretty, too.
You don't seem terribly surprised.
What? Oh, no. I'm very much surprised. Or would you have preferred a more dramatic response?
Oh my god, yes, it's bad bitch disease. Good for her.
I'm proud of her.
No, I expected you to find it disturbing. I'm sensitive to sunlight and can hardly spend any time outside. That makes me sound like some kind of demonic creature. Huh?
Oh, you worry too much. There's not a monster in the world as sweet as you. Wow.
He got halfway to having game and scared himself.
He scared himself!
Yes?
Are the other mates teasing you, perhaps? That that black-haired one especially. She's, how do I put it? A little frightening. Almost as if she has a steel heart or something. She's impenetrable. Right, she's one of Mother's maids too, isn't she? Now I'm even more worried. Since you refuse to follow my instructions, you are henceforth hellspawn. I can imagine her saying that. Oh, and again.
I'm very sorry.
No need to apologize. In fact, I wish she'd laugh more.
She's actually very kind to me, and everything she does with incredible passion, precision, and efficiency. It's true, Mel wishes he was a girl boss.
Mm-hmm.
He wishes he could gaslight gatekeep. She looks so young, and yet she has such skill. How long has she been here, in this mansion?
Actually, she's been here for quite some time, but I don't know exactly how long. No one knows how old she is. It's kind of creepy.
I have never once considered her such.
Sorry, you're right. It's bad manners to speak ill of others. Either way, she still scares me. It's like there's no light in her eyes, or like her smiles are all faked. It doesn't make her any less pretty, though. The conversation died. I had to think of something else to talk about. Yes? You can ask me anything.
Does the master, your father, Lord Mel, often retire from the mansion? It's true, she's gonna get in trouble if you keep doing this, bro.
Right?
I have not seen him around. Or maybe it's like when you work in retail and you're like, oh sweet, a customer's talking to me so I can stop doing things but still look busy.
Exactly. Oh, yeah. Father frequently returns home. This mansion is actually our secondary house. Why do you ask, though?
I was just curious. Nothing more.
Oh? Yes? What is it?
One of the maids asked to see me, so I should be on my way, if you'll excuse me.
What? Alright. See you later, then.
Goodbye.
Oh, right. One moment.
Hmm?
Since you're sensitive to the sun, I can pick some roses from time to time for you. For you to decorate your room.
Lord Mel.
That's all. Sorry for holding you up. Why am I so bad at this? She definitely thinks I'm obnoxious.
She definitely does.
Definitely.
Definitely.
She knows that you're cringe.
Yeah, she saw how cringe you are and she's like, oh no, he's cringe.
Oh no, I gotta get away as fast as possible.
She's like, I can't talk to him ever again.
That's right. Yeah, see? Ugh, I just want to hide under a rock. I want to reverse time and try this over again.
Time travel won't erase that you're cringe. Roses are not becoming of me. He is too kind and too cringe.
And too cringe. Oh, did we make it to a good stopping point?
Oh, I think we did. That's a little chapter break.
Yahoo!
Wow, we did it.
We read so much!
Oh my gosh, yeah, we got through a decent chunk for like just 2-ish hours. That's not bad at
Right?
all.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Let's save that somewhere.
Yes, we'll save. Thank you guys so much for coming and for staying, like, you know, a bunch of you were here so much longer than I thought, especially you two. I'm so thankful.
Yeah. Me too, me too. Thank you, everybody.
Yes, thank you
It's
so
fun.
much. Oh.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Corn.
Yes.
Oh,
I appreciate how easy PNG tubers are to just have and set up. It's so nice.
Right? Agreed. Agreed.
But yeah, thank you guys so much. I appreciate the support a lot. It was fun just sitting here. I haven't read this visual novel in like years now, so it's kind of nice to go back to an old favorite.
Right? This is only my second read through of it. So it's nice to like after I've beat it, it's nice to go back and like read it over again and be like, oh yes, you notice things that you didn't notice the first time.
Yeah, this one's got a lot of stuff like that, so that's really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, this will be a fun way to just slowly work through it.
Yeah, so we'll be doing this every Saturday, starting at the same time.
Yes.
And then I think we want to try to go for like 2 hours each time, depending on, finding an ending place.
Yeah, depends if we find a good stopping point and like our energy levels and all that. But yeah, it was fun. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see everybody next time.
Yes, thank you. Have a great night, everybody, and thank you for coming. Thank you for hanging out. It was just awesome to have people like in the chat hanging out. I appreciate it.
Yeah, don't forget to follow Aqua if you haven't already.
Yes, thank you, and make sure to check out Freyja's Twitter, and her Twitch is linked in her Twitter profile as well, I believe.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, and have a great night, everybody.
Good night.
Night.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.